What's up, homies? It's your boy Solace. I got a tattoo here, a one pass outline tattoo that I thought would be interesting to give a tutorial about. We're starting off on these Times New Roman dates. Now it's important because you gotta notice her skin is a little darker, meaning she has more melanin. From experience, I've learned that people with more melanin have more sensitive skin. So don't make the mistake of thinking their skin is tougher, because you will definitely scar them. I'm using a 9 round liner to do these Times New Roman dates. I'm outlining the inside shape of the letter. Now that's crucial, because if you outline the outside shape of the letter, then you'd be taking away the need to shade them in solid. So that's a simple, very useful trick. There's a difference between outlining the inside of something and the outside of something. So here comes the one pass outlines. Doing this takes a little bit of technique, especially if you want it to come out with what I would like to call finesse. How to do so is learning how to incorporate the corners of the needle very shallow, like, to create thin lines. So to get nice tapers with a one pass outline, there's a way you would tilt the machine. There's a way you would keep your needle shallow and filling the skin vibration that the needle's giving. There's really no way to explain to you what you're supposed to feel, but through trial and error you will learn. And it's a lot better, in my opinion, to tattoo off of instinct and feel and things like that, versus just letting your eyes dictate the outcome of your hands. So be careful there. The eyes could be deceiving. Like, for example, there is cases where a fresh tattoo can seem black, but once it's healed, it reveals that all those black areas were really just gray washes. So knowing this outlining ink dynamic that I'm using in this tattoo is black, and it's an outlining ink, but it's not the darkest of inks. And I don't want to rely on my eyes, because some of the lines might seem black, but when it heals, it might not be as black as I wanted it to be. So I'm really relying on every little instinct that I have to do even simple tattoos like this. I've always said that a small tattoo is harder to do than a big tattoo. Reason being, you can see all the mistakes and flaws easily in a small, simple tattoo versus a large tattoo. So just be patient, be courteous. Now, I noticed during our consultation, as she walked into the tattoo shop, she didn't have any tattoos the size of the tattoo she was asking to get. On top of that, she was very nervous. So I didn't create anything too intricate. I kept it simple, keeping the size in mind when creating the design initially. I knew I was going to do one pass outline. Make sure to choose your needles after you apply the stencil to the skin, especially for a design like this. A design that is mainly line work. Why? line weights may seem thinner on paper versus being stenciled on skin. Please like, follow, and subscribe. If you made it this far, you're definitely a real one. I hope I inspired you to pick up a tattoo machine and do a tattoo, whether it's your first one or you've been tattooing for years. Feel free to hit me up. Send me a message, send me a photo, let me see what you've been working on. I'm going to post my Instagram, my Facebook below.